Alright, I am at 58 Altamont Court in Fort Thomas, Kentucky, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the sale of a house. We're looking for any structural issues, mainly anything that would be concerning. Access is the rear center stack clean out, and looks like it goes out the back. And it does look like this is going straight down. It actually does look like we are sitting right on the back half of a whole house trap. And so this, you can see the water sitting there. So we may have to try to here's the weird, you can see a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pause the video for a second and get a locate and see if we can find out where this is. It should be right outside the back, but I want to see if how my camera's sitting, whether it's sitting flat or if it's got a lot of pitch to it. Alright, so we are right out the house, right outside the house. We're trying to figure out, because it looks like we did go through a whole house trap at the base here. You can't really see what's going on there. There is a little bit of toilet paper buildup. Now see, there we go. You could actually see that for a second. And now we don't know where I was through it. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back out of this trap, and then I'm going to try to go upstream. There's an outside clean out. If you're facing the house from the front, it's on the rear right of the house in the yard. And I'm going to try to go through. That looks like a two-way clean out. I'm going to try to go upstream, see if we can get a look at this spot a little bit better. On the other side of it and see if we can distinguish what's going on. So I'm going to pause the video and make a move. Okay, we've moved out. Moved outside. I'm going to try to show you the placement here. Here's the clean out. And there is the house. So, see mud coming in from where they made the connection. Okay, and there we are going upstream. Whoa. There's definitely a separation here. Maybe I can get lucky and jump through. Okay, I did. So there's a separation out here by the clean out. We'll mark that on the way back, but luckily I was able to make that jump where that line was separated and continue up the clay. And so as we get up near the house, hopefully we'll be able to see that on the back side. Got a little bit of stuff there. I mean, the water is making its way through. Got a little bit of, it's like, you got some breaks there, 42 feet. And so we will mark this on the way back, but I think the most important thing right now is just to kind of see how far we can get. Some root intrusion here at 54 feet. Looks like there might be something coming in there from the left. And here is a ton of root intrusion. Maybe we can make it through. Yeah, there's a lot of root intrusion. Not sure I'm going to be able to make it past this point. So I'm going to pause the video and try to locate this spot. Alright, so we are just behind the house. So I'm thinking that on the when the line leaves the house, I think it goes through a trap, and immediately as it gets past the foundation, it turns a 90 along the side of the house. So we are actually running parallel with the back wall, and we're like maybe a foot off the wall. And so it's a weird, definitely a weird angle that they took. But I'm, not going to be able to get through all these roots. I've tried to hit them a few times, but it doesn't seem to want to put much of a dent in it. And so as we pull back though, we'll mark a couple spots. You can see some root intrusion there, 54 feet. So a lot of the line looks fine. This all looks good, but we just have a couple concerning spots here. Trying to rinse that off. This is where we start to get a little bit of roots there, and then this looks like old roots. Those white things that are coming in, that looks like old dead roots. So it all looks good through here. And then as we get close to where they installed the clean out, down here, is where we start to run into a few spots. You can see right here, there is that separation. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to push back up because there was another spot that looked like it was buckling, and I must have gone right past it on the way back. I said I was seeing things, but
like it was right in through here. There's some cracks, yeah. You can see them running across. And I think that's why you have the buildup of materials in this spot. Looks like there's some cracks and splits in the pipe. You can see how they're running down, and there may be a hole in the bottom of the pipe right there, and that's why all this stuff is sitting here, because the water's leaching out and just leaving the solids beached right there at 41 feet, 42 feet upstream from the cleanout. Now, let me go ahead and mark this spot real quick. So we're going to pause the video again. Man. Okay, this is right at the rear right corner of the house if you're facing the house. It's 6 foot deep. We're going to pull back and we're going to mark the final spot where that separation is. Looks like the hillside must have taken it with them. Let me check my footage on something. See how far up it was. 58 feet to the roots. I'm getting tore up. Excuse me. A lot of mosquitoes right here. And so here is this separation there. Looks like the hillside is just pulling away. So I'm going to pause one more time, get a locate here. Alright, well, I mean, this may be due to this clean out they installed. You may be able to contact SD1. Definitely seems like it's it's got a pretty big void. Looks like it's starting to wash out, and it's literally the section after they installed the clean out. And so I'm going to go ahead and go downstream from here and see how far it goes before it drops into the main. This has all been replaced, so this is all, yeah, there's the main right there. So you're only a couple feet off the main here. So downstream is all pretty good. But yeah, upstream you've got a couple spots that need some attention. And so I'm gonna recommend that those two spots be repaired and that the roots be cleaned up by the house. It does look like there's a whole house trap right at the base of the stack, and then where it goes through the once it goes underneath the foundation or underneath the footer, it comes out, makes an immediate 90, which is what's making it so hard to make the turn from the inside. So you'd have to access it from the outside clean out here, but that may have to wait until the line is repaired due to the void in between the two pieces right here by the clean out, so that if somebody cleans it, they can get their machine far enough upstream to get, to get to those roots. As of right now, it would most likely just go off into that void and possibly get stuck. So, but yeah, so a couple spots that need some attention, and some roots that need to be cleared. So that'll end the inspection at 58 Altamont Court in Fort Thomas, Kentucky.